Hello, welcome to the Keep Up.
Hey.
This time we are unboxing the Xbox One Elite controller. This thing's ridiculous.
It looks insane.
We're just gonna get right into it. I pre-cut the tape because, well, if you see our nuclear throwing video.
Tim has trouble with tape from time to time.
Oh, could I just pull off the... So, right out of the box, the bag.
Whoa.
It comes in.
Right out of the container, it's contained.
It's contained in this just little bag, which no other controller does that. It's just a cool little case. We're gonna open that in a minute. First, we're gonna do the undercarriage.
What? There's undercarriage?
Yeah. So you open the box, and then it comes with this little, I don't even know what you call it, a flappy.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's called.
Flappy Bird.
A flappy.
So then you open that, and you get this little nice Xbox logo. You pull that up. Oh, and what do you get? Oh, the manual.
Oh, Emmanuel.
And some other things that I have no idea what they are. And I'm ripping them.
Other such paperwork.
Yeah, you know, this accessory product manual, customize your controller. Stuff nobody cares about. You didn't buy that for that.
No.
And that's it. It's a nice little flap. But there's also secret little Charles Manson down here.
That's a weird
That's
way
where
to
he
put
hides.
It.
Let's see if I can figure out how to open it.
Shoelaces?
What do you think it is? There's a
it-
little hole where you can see what it is. Brett thinks it's shoelaces. Yeah, open that baby up. Is it shoelaces?
No. It's batteries.
Batteries! Deal of a century. $150 right there.
These get batteries.
They are.
Oh, is it charging wire?
Yes, it is high fiber, super quality, mega Jesus wire.
Wow, that's gnarly.
Yeah, so when you buy the controller, you have to plug it into your system to update the controller. So they give you the wire, and this is like a high quality long one.
You have to update the controller?
Yeah, I know, it's weird nowadays. But so you plug it in, and you can also just plug in your controller and play it. So you don't need the batteries, but they give you the batteries too.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's all the cool stuff. Yeah, open up.
Yeah, that's all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I know. Who cares about this little thing? Dun, 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 dun. So, right off the bat, you get the controller. No plastic, no nothing. It just literally gives you the controller right away.
Mm-hmm.
You get the all the buttons, you know, just like any normal controller, but removable.
Why?
Because you can replace it with extra buttons that come into this, which we'll deal with that in a second. But one of the most noticeable things about this is the D-pad. It is this kind of, what would you call that, a satellite dish?
I don't even know. Yeah, pretty much.
Which it just gives you an extra range of motion for you know, pressing the D-pad.
So it's fully circular, but it has like full square pads for each direction, including diagonal.
So you can do 8 directions instead of 4 with the other D-pad.
That's cool.
Which is cool. So, yep, the other thing is the removable joysticks. We'll get to that in a second, though, because on the back, there's also paddles. Little fun baby paddles.
There's so many. What are those for?
So the paddles, on the Xbox, you can set the buttons to do different things. So, for instance,
Right.
if you're playing Call of Duty, you don't want to click the right stick to knife. You just have it set to one of the paddles in the back. So if you see a guy, instead of going, whoa, by getting like off the A, you click the button in the back. And you can set it to anything. You can have it, you know, move left, move right, punch and kick, you know?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's complicated.
So we're just talking like 4 new extra buttons.
Exactly,
basically.
4 extra buttons on the controller.
Wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. So what?
Yes, on the front also, if you notice, there's that switch at the bottom. So there's the start and select buttons, or whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
And that's so you can preset it. So setting 1 could be paddle left would like kick, and then you do setting 2 and paddle right would be
no
kick.
way.
So
That's
instead
nuts.
of going into the options and switching, you just
Make
click.
up your own presets.
Exactly. And there's also little switches on the back.
Yeah, what are those?
Which they're called hair triggers, which is basically makes your triggers, I think, more sensitive. So, like, initially, normally, if you press it, you feel the difference in that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you have to do a full push to get the shot off. And this, it makes it so it's a half push. So it's just for
quicker reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, so also in the case, you get this soft thing.
I was like real into that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Of course. So this is basically just to keep the controller safe, I guess. It's just like a soft styrofoam thing, but I don't think this part comes out. But on the bottom is where you can put all your extra buttons, your accessories. So there is the what would you call it? Like the original Xbox. You know how it had that for a joystick. It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like a pushed out instead
It's
of
more,
a pushed
yeah, it's like
in.
more rounded rather than having like, yeah. Having,
So you get one for
It's
each.
an Audi.
An Audi, exactly. And you also get an extra elongated version of the original one.
what?
These are weird. I personally didn't like them very much. But yeah, you just kind of put it in and it's just...
Why?
I don't know. Maybe for driving, maybe for... I don't know. I really have no idea.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a neat thing. I don't know what it's for, but it's just like an elongated version
That's
of...
a drastic difference.
It's huge. I know.
Huh.
So it's cool. You get those, and wicked, like I said, wicked easy to plug in. They're magnetic, so
Yeah.
you just kind of slap them in. Nice click to it.
That's really cool.
And you also get an extra D-pad.
And that's just your standard 4-directional.
Yep. And you can just plug that in instead of just pull that out.
Wow.
So you just go back to the original D-pad if you like that.
Fancy schmance.
Fancy schmance. And that's really about it.
That is the Elite controller.
If you really wanted to, you could take off all the buttons and just play with whatever they are without buttons.
What?
It's a really weird thing.
I mean, at that point, it just looks broken.
It looks like it's not good.
So how many monies?
$150.
Woo.
And they're difficult to find right now. They're super popular.
Right, right.
So Xbox wasn't expecting people to go for it like as much as paddles come off pretty easy.
Okay, good. Good.
I really like it. $150, little steep.
Yeah. Are you saying? I mean, you've played with an Elite controller though, so
Yes.
would you say it's worth it?
Oh, I totally forgot to point out. There's also grips. Like
Oh, yeah.
Compared to a
I
normal,
noticed that.
compared to a normal controller, it's kind of it's got that like matte gloss
Yeah,
feel to it,
slick, yeah.
and that's totally like gripped. Like you're not losing that controller.
I will say it's super comfortable.
Super comfortable. Like I go back to original controller, and it beats it. It's it's heavier too, which in my opinion is better. I like the heavier.
It just feels
feel.
more solid.
It just feels solid, exactly. So $150 might be steep. If you can find it for $100, I'd say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you game enough.
Right. I think this is majorly for the first-person shooters. So like Call of Duty, Battlefield, racing games. That's another big thing it's for. But just like everyday gaming, for me, I'm a big gamer, so it's I had to get it. But
you'll have it for a long time.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I can't say 100%, but there's a guarantee on it. So if for some reason anything happens, you can do
So
it.
for what it is, and the fact that it can, you can change the accessories on it and stuff like that. The price is kind of, it makes sense.
Yeah, they do come out with they're the first like set, I guess, of extra pieces are coming out, and they're all Halo themed.
Oh.
So
of course they're gonna capitalize on the fact that you can. Switch them out. But
So,
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, this one it's gonna be blue with Master Chief's helmet right in the middle on the satellite dish, and so there'll be different colors, and it's gonna get kind of crazy.
So they're gonna have the Elite controller equivalent of DLC. Basically.
Exactly.
So I mean that's kind of cool. So it's
Yeah.
like a fun thing that. And do you know how much those are gonna be?
No. People are hoping like $20.
I would
For the
hope it's
set.
not more than that because you've already spent so much on the controller.
Yeah, because controllers normally go for $60
Right.
just by themselves. So with this, you could buy 2 controllers and then have extra money left over.
Right.
But what it comes with, this wire, this is the only way you can get this wire, which is, the ones they give you are not the best quality, but this is like high.
This thing's serious.
Yeah. And it can be helpful for other things. I don't know what else
Right.
takes that wire, but...
Cool.
So yeah, I'd say it's worth it. $150 is a little pricey, like I said. If you can get it for a little cheaper, obviously great.
But it plays nice.
But it plays really nice. So once you play this, it's tough to go back to an original. So
Once you go Elite, it's hard to retreat.
I was gonna say it's hard to forget the meat, but I don't think that that translates.
It doesn't quite
well.
apply. No.
So yeah, I'm gonna put everything in the nice bag for
Oh
adventure.
yeah, you can throw up. The case is pretty gnarly.
The case is really
It's
awesome.
hard to argue with a good case.
Although when I put the wire in, it doesn't fit.
Well, that's all for the Xbox Elite controller.
Oh, I know. I wonder where you put the wire. Anyways,
Why wouldn't that fit? So you can't.
unless.
Right, does that work? We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play games for 12 hours now. Like I do every day.
See ya.
Bye.